But first, we're going to start with David K. Clark, and he's an American evangelical who was raised in Japan, where he became acquainted firsthand with the Eastern philosophies that have since become prevalent in the United States. Clark and Geisler's Classical Apologetic in the New Age is a section here, and they talk about in the 1990s, Clark co-authored a book with Geisler critiquing pantheism, apologetics in the New Age, of which Clark was the primary author, and is based squarely on Geisler's apologetic method. Clark expanded on this just 3 years later, in 1993, in another book, and this one bearing his name alone.
Right. And so they just give us a real quick glimpse of Clark here. I guess to mix things up here, right? I'm not sure why they throw him in here, but it's really just a few pages here in the book. And so he has kind of a distinct approach. It's called dialogical apologetics, right? And so in dialogical apologetics, it's a person-centered approach to Christians' defense, right, is what the book and subtitle is. Clark does not abandon the classical model, but he does deny its exclusive validity. Clark begins by identifying three ways of relating faith and reason that are options for Christians. One may hold, for instance, to a faith without reason, or at least a faith that is isolated from reason as possible. That's the traditional Tertullian and Barthian kind of position. One may affirm a faith supported by reason, as did Thomas Aquinas, or one may hold to reason dependent on faith, following Calvin. And so the first three, right, Clark says, are what we have called theism and Reformed apologetics, respectively, while the middle option includes both classical and evidentialist apologists. And so, this is kind of his dialogical approach. And I guess they throw this in because here's another example of a person who's kind of integrating various models of apologetic method.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is where we do see the split even within our book as well, that our authors are pointing to.
Yeah.